Yes. What's up, people? Welcome back on the channel. We are back again with another Matchday Rewind. And as you guys can see, I got a new guest on. Charlie, how you doing, Broski?
Well, good, Michael. Thanks for having me on the show. My first time here on Kickoff, Michael. So get them to 100 subs if you guys haven't already. Get them to that milestone very quickly. And yeah, look, if you want to, feel free to subscribe to my channel. It's there. But yeah,
Definitely.
look, definitely an interesting day. For myself, definitely frustrating, but I'm sure.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure we'll get into it. So
yeah,
yeah,
definitely,
of
man.
course, Michael, big up for having me on
Yeah,
every
yeah.
single time.
Guys, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe. Also to Charlie and Rory and Yasser will be there soon as well. What a day of footy, devil some shows. Oh hell yeah, Captain Gunny. Yeah, I want to start with the Spurs against United game. Before I want to ask you what you thought about the game. Was you happy of was you pleased with the lineup of Spurs before the game started?
I'll be honest, I wasn't a fan of the lineup when I saw it. I know that, and this is a factor that big up to Josh as well every
Big up,
single
Josh.
time. A factor that when I talk about Spurs, one factor that always right now has to be considered is the fact that we do have, not that it's an excuse for anything. I'm not saying this is the reason why we're a bit inconsistent, not
Yeah,
really playing so well. We do have 11 injuries. Like it is something plus
fair.
more coming into this game that Kudus, who's been by far our best attacker, was out for
Yeah,
this game. So if you think about it like that, we had no Kudus, no Kulusevski, no Madison, no Solanke. That's all of our best attackers out. All of our goal contributions gone, essentially. So people, not that it's an excuse for anything. Big up to Rory as well.
big up, bro.
Not that it's an excuse, but I think it's just a factor in kind of the problems that we're having. That having 11 injuries with all of our best attackers essentially being out for this game alone. But I'll be honest, in terms of the lineup, despite that, I wasn't a fan of it because, for example, against I know it was Copenhagen, but you take it with a bit of a pinch of salt.
Yeah.
I know we won 4-0, but a doggy has like an amazing game, he gets dropped, and it doesn't make sense because I'll be honest, I don't think Spencer's been playing that well lately. A doggy has like a blinder against Copenhagen, gets benched, and plus the fact that Richarlison, whose ego, 100% Josh, whose ego got in the way on Tuesday with that whole penalty incident that I'm not going to get into, starts again in this game. And look, it's just one where this guy can't start for us. I know he technically got the goal. I mean, let's be honest, it was all Odebert, who I actually thought did do well when he came on. But this guy can't play for this club. Like it's got to a point where every time he gets the ball, he loses it. He doesn't offer us anything. But, it would be unfair for me if I was to single out one player because kind of that game that I watched, obviously all the, I guess, entertainment, excitement happened at the end. But we have to remember, we were losing that game until the 85th minute, 1-0.
Yeah.
And we were losing that game 1-0 until the 85th minute. And we were doing, apart from, I mean, there was one or two saves Lamens made, Man United in the second half. But it was another first half where we didn't have a shot on target. We couldn't string two passes together. Every single pass we made went back, sideways, playing it safe, not really trying to take the risk or anything. And it was another game at home in the league where we look absolutely horrendous. Like might be a bit harsh, but there's no other way to put it. We looked horrendous. Obviously their goal, it came from another mistake where we've made a few mistakes this season where when you're trying to play it out from the back, sometimes you just got to clear the ball. Just clear it. We had two opportunities to clear it. We didn't clear it. And obviously that they score and Buemo. And we didn't know how to turn it around. This has been the story of Spurs, especially at home. I mean, yes, we've had there's been some good things I've seen from Spurs this season, but at home in the league, it's been shocking. Like we've won once at home, which was 3-0 against Burnley. Yeah. We've been much better away from home than we have at home. But I've always said that I'm not that, obviously, look, I am surprised at just how bad our home form has been, but I'm not that surprised that we struggle more at home because the way Spurs play, and this is why we struggled in this game, for the majority of it, we struggle when teams don't leave space. People wonder why we were so good against Copenhagen. Copenhagen came I know Van de Ven got that insane goal, which was incredible. But Copenhagen were naive. They came to our ground, and especially when we went down to 10 men, they put everyone forward. They were trying to attack us. I'll be honest, that's where we can be dangerous. That's where we do actually kind of problems with teams. But when that doesn't happen, this attack is clueless. Like genuinely clueless. And it was Man United, Amarim, 5 at the back. There was no space. We didn't know what to do. Until we got 2 goals from nothing. We should see it out at that point. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that we deserve to necessarily win that game because I'll be honest, a draw was a fair result. I didn't think either team were that good on the day. I thought both teams were essentially kind of playing how they've been playing a lot this season, which is underwhelming. Although United have got a little bit better lately. Not really a lot of quality going forward from either. Look, a draw was probably a fair result, but it's a bit of a sucker punch when you kind of find 2 goals from nothing, which is what we did. I mean, great finish by Tell, which is something I didn't expect because, Tell's just one of many forwards we have that I think have, done absolutely nothing for us this season until obviously that moment. But yeah, it was just one of those. Look, we grabbed 2 goals from like nowhere, basically. And then we got sucker punched just by that corner, literally right after we scored the second goal. So, look,
it
in
was
the end,
horrible defending in my opinion.
Horrible, man. I don't know why we're leaving De Ligt, who's probably their biggest threat in the air. I don't know why we're leaving him unmarked. And Captain Gummy says it. Yeah, De Ligt got revenge from basically. Yeah, it is what it is. But Captain Gummy says I expect too much from Spurs. Look, I'm not surprised with what we're seeing because I've pointed out the problems that we have. And the problem we've got is I see a lot of fans blaming the manager, Frank. I'm like, yes, Frank, the way I look at it is he can do some things better. For example, the team selection today, I think he got wrong. But there's many elements that I don't think are his fault. There's many things going on at the club that he can't control. For example, injuries, which is obviously a lot of our main attackers being out injured the whole season. Plus the fact that, we can't buy players. We're not in a transfer window right now. So we just have to hope that with all the changes that have been happening at the top of the club, with Levy going, with, they're saying it's a new board, all of this stuff. All we have to hope is that come January, we will act straight away to kind of rectify what's going on. Because ultimately, the way I see it is nothing's really going to change until we get players back from injury and we get better players. Most notably, obviously, a striker, left winger. We're crying out for both of those positions, and that's just the problem with it at the moment. Like we're in a problem where there's a lot of games coming up, and the current situation to me doesn't really look like it's going to change. We just have to hope that come January, our season's not over. Essentially, that we're still kind of in a decent position in the league, that we're still in the Champions League, and that we're still in the FA Cup. I'm not sure exactly when the FA Cup starts, but at the end of the day, this is the position we find ourselves in after sort of years of being. When I specifically talk about the forward options we have at this club, specifically years of just poor recruitment, bad decision making by Levy and that. Bergwijn, yeah. I don't think he'd do much. I don't think he'd help us too much right now. But at the end of the day, look, it's one of those where I wasn't surprised on our performance today. But at the same time, you got to see out the game. When you get 2 goals, it would have. I wouldn't say kind of a smash and grab. It would have been, but it is what it is. So look, it's another poor performance at home. Away from I'm at a point there where when I see the fixture and we're away, I'm way more confident right now.
Wow.
Away from home, teams obviously when you're playing away, you're going to be able to play on the counter attack more, and you're going to be able to play in transition more, and that's why we're better away from home. I think because teams come onto us more, there's more space, and we're able to exploit it. So, but when we play at home, teams are going to sit back a bit more, and that's kind of what happened today in a way. It's why people wonder why we couldn't beat Wolves, who are bottom of the league. The reason we couldn't beat them is because they sat back. we don't know how to open up a team. That's and it's been like this for a long time now. We don't know how to open up a team that isn't, being naive, leaving all the space. We don't know how to do it. We genuinely don't know how to do it. And yeah, we can say, look, yes, we should have held on today when we got 2 goals, but we were, like I said, we were 1-0 down until the 85th minute, and that game could have been turned around a lot earlier. So, and I agree with this. Yeah,
fair.
This is why, for those wondering why I hated Daniel Levy, this comment is exactly why. Prime Kane and Son, and we're left with these forwards. Like it can't be like this, man. But look, hopefully in January we start to fix it. But like I said, for fans blaming the manager, I think that's silly right now, to be honest. I think that there's things that he could have done better, but for me, I look at the current situation, there's a lot of things that are out of his control, in my opinion.
Okay, fair. Yeah, but before we're gonna go on, I want to introduce the next guest, debut on the channel as well. Rory, how are you doing, broski?
I'm good, but I'm not okay. If that makes sense.
Brobbey.
we gotta talk about that. We gotta talk about it.
But yeah, in all seriousness, look, I appreciate Michael for the invite. Obviously, big up Charlie as well. At least I'm not alone in it. Like,
look, Rory, we both did the same thing, kind of.
Yeah.
But
yeah, big up Michael each and every time.
Yeah. Did you follow the Spurs United game as well, Rory, or not?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really watch much of the first half because my Fire Stick crashed, so I didn't watch much of the last couple of minutes of the half. I watched all the second half though, and yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it was a snooze fest. Like, considering it's 2-2, it was a really boring game. The only entertainment was probably Richarlison taking his shirt off.
Man.
Paul.
It wasn't even his goal. He basically
for a draw. Like, I would have asked this question as well. Like, how many times has Richarlison actually scored last-minute winners where he's taken his shirt off and you've actually won the game?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
Good question. I mean, he scored. I mean, he scored. I think he scored goals where he's definitely scored in games where we won, but I don't know if it was like a last-minute thing. I can't even.
That's mad.
Look, Rory, it wasn't even his goal. It was Odobert. It was going in anyway. It just it got a little deflection off Richarlison. Like it shouldn't even been his.
True.
Celebrate like that, crazy.
But to be fair, it did get the flick on at the end. So like,
I think it was going in anyway. No, that's kind of how I saw it.
Yeah, but to be honest, right, Man United first half. I mean, as you said, Charlie, I think it was a game of 2 halves. Like what I saw anyway. I thought Man United were the better team in the first. I thought Spurs sort of came into it after they got the equaliser. You did get the equaliser, didn't you? In the second
we
half?
Equalised it, in the 85th minute.
Yeah, in the 84th minute. I thought you actually got into the game a little bit. Then obviously the goal happened, or the goals, should I say, happened, and them set pieces. I'm not gonna lie. To be honest, I think I've been quite impressed with how Tottenham's dealt with set pieces over the course of the season, but that was horrific. How are you allowing De Ligt?
Crazy.
The back stick in the back at the back post. Just you can't be doing that in the last minute of the game as well. Quite frankly, again, it was a boring game. So there's not really much to comment on apart from the latter stages. So
yeah, fair. Let me read out some questions. Why don't you buy Canatero? Oh yeah, please get away from myself. Rory manages a Brexit Bob Maestro. Park the bus. Don't talk about form. Oh yeah.
Well, at least we have been getting results. Not today, obviously, but at least we've been getting results by being boring. So
fair. Charlie, I want to ask you a question. Were you happy with the subs, or do you think he could have done something different?
I think, the interesting thing about the subs is, at first I massively disagreed with taking Xavi off, because I thought, look, I know he's been adapting, he hasn't been great for us since he's come in, but I thought in this game was one of his better games. I felt in this game he looked probably the best he's looked in the Premier League. I mean, his best game was against Copenhagen, but when he took Xavi off and brought Tell on, I didn't get it. But then Tell scored, so it's kind of, it's hard for me to kind of criticize it. But the other one that annoyed me, I mean, it wasn't a specific sub, but it was more to do with the fact that he didn't take Richarlison off. And I know that he scored again. He scored technically, but at the end of the day, like I said, that goal was going in anyway. Odebert did all the work for that, and I think Richarlison should have come off at half time because the problem with Richarlison is every time he gets the ball, he loses it. Like, he doesn't know how to hold up the ball. At least with Solanke, I'm not saying Solanke's like the most incredible striker ever, but at least he can hold up the ball. At least he actually can link the play. Richarlison can't do it. And I think, look, again, Kolo Muani wasn't great, but I felt he was better than Richarlison. So if you're going to take one of the strikers off, I think it probably had to be Richarlison. So, yeah, the subs, I mean, like I said, I didn't agree with the team selection. I didn't really agree with the subs. But at the end of the day, look, it's hard to kind of see what else would have impacted the game, because if you're looking at the bench, kind of with the injuries, the squad and everything, there's not a lot on the bench that's actually going to make a real difference for us. So it kind of goes both ways, really.
Okay. And yeah, guys, you can see it already. Yasser has joined us well. The last guest of today. Big up, bro. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. How about you guys?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine.
Of course you're fine, bro. Your manager got sacked, bro. Yeah. your freedom, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, definitely, man. Definitely.
And obviously the other reason we don't want to mention.
Oh, yeah. We will talk about it later on.
You know what I'm saying?
But did you follow the Spurs United game as well?
I did. I did. And I think, look, no disrespect to Charlie in it, but that game, in terms of like the two teams, it was like the quality of football was low in it. Like obviously we seen the game that you played against us here, and that was another level. Like, you know what it is? I'm
not even going there. That was the worst.
No, but I'm saying I thought maybe you kind of, because I was thinking maybe Spurs could beat United, because United are all over the place. You lot a bit more. There's a better structure there, but maybe if he kind of allows the team to be unleashed a little bit more attacking wise, you thought maybe you can do something. Whereas with United, it's a bit. They might be playing well today. They might not, depending on the defense. Not really a problem, but it's their midfield and that. Like, you get my point in it. But in general, but I'm like, when I watched it today, it was like United. I think United played better than Tottenham, which was weird. You know what I'm saying? And then I think at the end it was just like go here, and it was like 2-2, and I was like, all right, cool. Still, it ended in a funny way, but the rest of the game was just like, you want to see more, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? You wanted to see a bit more quality, but yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know what's going on over there with Thomas Frank. You know what I mean? In my opinion, I don't know what's going on over there.
I think like I said, in some ways he could have done a few things differently, but his hands are tied in many ways. Like I've said, the quality of options, the injuries, and the fact that the window's not open. Like I said, so. Yeah, that's the problem I've got with Spurs, is that I don't see how the situation changes until players come back from injury and we can buy players in January.
If we look at the table right now, I think fifth place right now. Okay, still some teams have to play. I think fifth is not that bad, to be honest.
Just look at our home, Michael. Look at our home record, though.
Yeah,
it's the fact we've won once at home is really
that's
bad.
crazy. That's crazy. I want to look to the next game for Spurs because it's not looking good, man.
He doesn't want to look to the next game yet. He wants to beat his time, man. You know what I'm saying? 2 weeks.
Let's just say I'm pretty happy the international breaks. I'll be honest.
I'm not. You know,
I'm involved with that. So.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
This is looking really tough, man.
Yeah.
Because to be honest, in my opinion as well, I think Amorim kind of. I'm not gonna say gave the game away, because that's also a weird one to say. But I think, his substitutions, like he always does something stupid.
His subs,
when it comes to his substitutions.
Oh yeah,
that played a part in us scoring 2 goals. I reckon those subs.
Yes, yeah, but the reason I didn't want to say it like that is because I didn't want to downplay what you guys did in that period either. I think Tell's like what Tell did for that goal was good. You could say Richarlison robbed Odegaard, but that's for a different conversation. You could have said
Yeah.
that could have went in or not. But like, I mean, what I was trying to get to was like, if every time I watch a United game, either he brings on six, like, substitutes all the centre backs when he could bring on other players, or you know what I mean, or he does the midfield thing where he takes off Casemiro for Ugarte, which I think he done today, and he doesn't always help himself in it, and they end up kind of fighting for the rest of the 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever it is that he does it for. So I still think that you, because obviously on the Ange you complained about playing high line, more attacking, but the defense weren't good enough. But then now it's the other way around where you defend well, and it's just going forward ain't good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think the manager needs to find a balance. I think usually, obviously, starting from back going forward, but I think it's not just him. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think it's not just the attackers. I think some of you don't necessarily have a good left winger. I think your right wingers. I think Kudus good enough.
Well, he was out. He was out for this game. So
who was it?
Kudus was out for this game.
Yeah, I didn't see him. I was a bit surprised, but I think he would have been obviously your right winger. Tell is someone else. I think Kolo Muani is another guy that I never thought. I didn't understand why he went over there. You know, I think he had some good patches, but then remember when he first came in, did he have a dead leg or something?
Yeah, that was weird. Like they said he had a dead leg, but it went on for like 2-3 weeks. It was really weird.
Yeah, it was great. Wow.
Yeah.
So I just think that, and so at some point people were asking for Sarr to play in the 10.
Sarr's not a 10. Sarr's clearly an 8.
No, but remember he had that period where he was scoring, playing up further forward, and people were saying he has to play him up there. So
the thing is, like, he tactically, there's things we can do. Like, for example, I would go to 3 at the back. I've said this for ages that we've clearly got problems on the wings. So because we've got natural wing backs, we've got a Doggy, we've got Porro, who are actually, when played at wing back, are really good. Play a formation with wing backs, and I reckon you'll see. I'm not saying it will be perfect for us, but you'll see an improvement, I reckon, going forward. Because I think that if you want to get the width, with the wingers we have, especially if Kudus is out, I don't think we can do it. So the option for me is to go to wing backs, which I think we do have in the squad.
Fair, but did he ever play that in his career?
He played it once. He played it once for us, which was against PSG in the Super Cup. I thought we were very unlucky.
Yeah.
We were very unlucky.
That was a good game.
Very unlucky. I mean, we did a lot more than I thought we would. But but the weird thing for me is, I mean, he hasn't played that formation since. Plus, at Brentford, Frank actually played that quite a lot. He'd go to 3 at the back many times. And then at Spurs, he's only done it once. So, yeah, look, man. Look, listen, all I'm going to say, I said this backstage to Michael, all I'm going to say is thank God that didn't happen in the Europa League final against Man United. Thankfully, look, if you, I'll take it in a league game rather than the final last season.
Yeah. I hear that.
In the final, we were 1-0 up and held on, thankfully.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
But before I want to move on to the Arsenal game, one last question. What do you see upcoming for the next weeks with Spurs? Do you think this draw will help them on to get some good results before the transfer window? Or do you think it's going to be a difficult time in the next few weeks?
I'm very worried, man. I mean, we got to play Arsenal away next. That's not a fixture that we do well in, especially away from home. PSG. And look, if they turn up, it could be difficult, very, very difficult. It's difficult, man. Like the next few games is gonna be really tough. But I think we have to get results. I think some way we have to find ways to get results. Like I said, I really hope. I mean, especially the Arsenal game. I think the Arsenal game is the perfect game to do it, to go to that 3 at the back formation, which I've been basically calling for that the whole season, for us to go 3 at the back. So maybe he will do it against Arsenal, because obviously it's, a big away game, that sort of thing. He did it against PSG in the Super Cup. So maybe that's when we'll see it come back. Maybe against PSG again on the game after. But yeah, this could be, with the injury, look, our players that are injured, they're not coming back anytime soon. Like Kulu's out until January. Solanke, I don't know has been going on for ages. Madison's out for the season, basically. Like these guys aren't coming back for a while in this period.
Kudus is out until January, did you say?
Sorry, who's that?
Kudus.
No, not Kudus. I said Kulu. Kulusevski.
Oh, Kulu.
Yeah.
Kudus, you know.
Yeah, no. Hopefully not. I mean, they said it. They said that he could have played. Today, but he didn't make it or something. So we'll probably have him back for the Arsenal game, thankfully.
Yeah.
But
so you need to survive till January.
Yeah, that's so for me. If you ask me, kind of with the current situation we're in, what I would do, I'd change this formation, go 3 at the back, and I think you'll see improvement. But let's see what happens.
All right, guys, we're gonna move on to the next subject. But before we're gonna talk about it, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. Subscribe on Rory's channel as well, Charlie's channel, Yasser's channel. And yeah, let's grow together. All right.
Liam. I saw Liam in the chat. He's like, Arsenal drop points. Let's go.
Yeah.
Big up Liam. Yeah.
Fuck you. Allow it, bro.
Big up Liam.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. Before we're going to talk about the game, was you happy with the starting 11?
Yeah, I think it's probably the strongest we could have gone, to be honest. We were a bit lightweight on the bench, if I'm being honest. But as obviously the game played out, like we didn't really need to rely on individuals to necessarily change the game because like we were 2-1 up at the time. So like we didn't really need to bring on any attacking reinforcements. So
okay,
listen, you're lucky that I even want to chat about football today, you know. Of course, this book had to put bloody Brobbey in the title as well. Jesus Christ. I just knew it as well. The moment you asked me to come on tonight, I was like, I'm betting the stars for Brobbey to score, ain't it? So this guy's just going to troll me throughout the whole bloody show, isn't he? But,
yes, somebody gave me an idea with a title, but I'm not going to say who's the one. Whether it was a cheeky assist. But yeah. What went wrong for Arsenal in the game, in your opinion?
I actually don't know, to be honest. I think it was just flat from the get-go, you know. In the first half, I thought, to be fair, Sunderland were the better team. Arsenal didn't really get going. I think there was only one chance I counted in my head from that first half, and that was the Saliba attempt, which he probably should have got on target, if I'm being honest. Second half, I think it was a lot more encouraging up until we actually scored the second goal. I thought we were actually playing quite well. And then from then on, right, I think Arteta's cowardice tonight. That's what I will say, because he didn't make a change until the 91st minute. And that's just mad. Like, why? After... Yes, I know we don't have many attacking options on the bench, but we were 2-1 up at the time. So pretty much what we had on the bench was defensive solidity. So, like, why on earth would you not bring on players like Norgard in the midfield to add a little bit of, you know, a little bit of legs in there? Hincapié at left back, Lewis Skelly, when Calafiori had an absolute mare in that second half. I don't know how he didn't get booked.
He was really bad.
Yeah, but you know, he waited until he brought on Mosquera in the 91st minute, and I'm like, what is this guy doing? Like, he's fully aware that we have like 5 injuries in attack right now. So why wouldn't he make changes? And you know, it was just bound to happen that we were going to gas out at some point in that game. 2 crosses we conceded. I mean, the first one was not a free kick, but again, the ref does not, you know, defend the crosses. It's fair to say, because again, like, we didn't win the second ball, and they obviously scored. Daniel Ballard, we released him. Not to say he would have got into this team currently, but like, still, it had to be him, and it had to be him as well to make that block in the last minute. So I'm like, well, after what was, you know, Ryan making them big saves. I know it was offside, but like 3 triple saves. in that game. I was like, this could be our night, And then when we conceded, we go down the other end and score. No, it's not our night. It just isn't. So this is what football really takes me, to be honest with you, because it's just mad. Like Calafiori, backstick, free header. How do you not score? And then Marino, like the one time we needed to be clinical in the box, you don't flipping score. So, come on. And speaking of Marino as well, apart from when he is in the box, I don't know what he brings. Like, we're expecting him to build up from the attack when he can't do it. And
he's a good squad player, but he cannot change the game if he's not scoring.
Yeah, like we're fully aware, right, that the guy cannot play midfield, which is why we brought him in for. He was to come in as our number 8, but he's now playing striker. So now he's better at striker than he is in midfield. It's almost like buying a laptop for work, but it's better as a PC, like a gaming PC, than it is for work. Like, bro, you brought him in to play midfield, but he's better as a striker. It doesn't mean that signing's necessarily worked. So for me, like, one of the positives you can take is the fact we probably have Gyökeres back. After the international break, because watching Marino's not a nice. It's not a nice feeling for 90 minutes as well. I think he played 90 minutes, didn't he? Because we made one change, and that was Eze coming off. But like the second goal we conceded as well. I mean, obviously, fans have been blaming Gabriel, and rightly so. But Raya, like, I don't mind him coming out and collected the ball, right? But why is he trying to catch it in that situation?
Yeah, I don't understand.
Why didn't he just come out full force to punch the ball out? I don't get it. But the guy decides, I'll tell you what, I'm going to catch this ball when you're in perfect line, by the way, to punch it away. But you decide to catch it, which I don't get. So for me, Arteta definitely sabotaged our momentum in that game for me, because he didn't make changes early enough. I mean, Waneri and, Norgard doesn't really bring legs, but, you brought him in for these sort of games when you are 2-1 up to see out the game. So I don't understand why you wouldn't bring on Norgard to shut up shop. So... I don't know, to be honest. I mean, it could have been a lot worse, because I didn't expect us to be in the position we were in at half time, because we have no direct runners. I mean, Marino isn't necessarily a direct runner. Saka isn't. Trossard isn't either. But in the second half, like, I thought Saka had a better second half. Trossard was really good in the second half, if I'm being honest. Rice was really good. Marino, I've already mentioned. Calafiori, the defence after, it actually feels weird speaking on goals conceded, because we've not conceded more than 2 goals this season, so it's mad. But I thought the centre backs up to the point we actually conceded the second goal weren't too bad, but it's just fucking Don Robbie in the last few minutes of the game. I can't be fucked, man.
He scored 4 goals in the Eredivisie last season for us.
Brobbey.
4 goals. 4 goals.
Because he knows it. Even Michael, we call him the Dutch Hoyden, bro. That's what we call him.
To be fair, you couldn't make it up.
No, because this is the thing.
Backup striker at Sunderland, bro. And come on.
This is the thing, yeah. I was saying that when I remember these coming on, yeah. No. Michael messaged me saying, "Yo, listen, we need Brobbey." And I was like, Brobbey's playing. He was like, Brobbey's playing. So then I said, yeah, listen, I had to pray in it. I was like, yo, God, man, I've been slandering Brobbey for all these years. Just let him score today. And I've been calling him a scrub. And he scored. Do you get me? I was like, it's nice.
Am I right in saying Brobbey's still an Ajax player? Like, is he on loan, I think?
No. We sold him.
Oh, he's not on loan. Oh.
Yeah, they got rid of him. And that's because essentially, because of us taking back you and all that, we freed Michael again. You know what I'm saying? For the first time, then
Oh
he was
yeah,
again.
Michael, you're free. He's not even on loan. He's gone.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, though, yeah, I think I watched the game, not necessarily hate watching, because I was like, this is just one of those, innit? Like, what are you watching? It just depends, innit? I think Sunderland, we knew Sunderland were difficult because we played them, even though we conceded that dumb goal with Tosin and Chalaba standing next to each other and that. It was still not an easy game. Do you get it? I think our first half was poor, and then when we tried to step it up in the second half, we gave away stupid stuff in it and kind of messed the game up. But if you look at Arsenal, I think they conceded that early on, but then with that guy, what's it called? What's the guy's name who scored that first goal for Sunderland?
Daniel Ballard.
That's it. Yeah, something like that. He
Yeah,
came
Ballard, yeah.
Yeah, Ballard, that's it. He scored the first goal, and I was thinking, you know what? Maybe this is it. Do you know what I mean? This is it. Like, it was weird because we knew that they were good defensively, and their whole setup is really good in it. Like, but look at it as well, like that. The mistake that the guy made, where you guys scored that Saka goal, I don't know why he thought he was like Busquets or something. You know what I'm saying? He tried to take on Declan Rice. Bro, you see what he's doing? He's just trying to turn on like Declan Rice and just trying to see if we can get away from him and that. That was a cheap way to concede. But I think as soon as you guys tried to get the goals, you did, then Saka scored his goal, and I think Trossard's goal was really good, which is now all of a sudden people are saying, "Oh, we scored from open play now." You know,
I think he actually counted as a set piece. You know, the second goal.
Oh really? Really?
Yeah, I think it did. Somehow.
Oh my days!
They can't escape the allegations.
It's crazy though. Like, I seen Josh earlier, like before the stream started. He was like, "We can break our record of 5 consecutive games. I think it's clean sheets and all that." And I'm like, bro, this is just for Arsenal to do it. You know, this is the time for Arsenal to fumble the 5 clean sheets. But joking aside, though, I think the game was just boring. Like, in terms of you had the possession, because this is the thing. Yeah, you had the possession. They kind of sat back and gave you a bit of time and all that. And I know that my club plays boring football sometimes, innit? But I'm looking at this now. I'm thinking you have good enough quality on that pitch to cause them problems. Do you get it? So it's not like you don't have the
on the bench as well.
Yeah. So like, if Eze's not playing well, you can bring on Ethan. Like, you can play a bit more attacking, and do you get what I'm saying? Where you can actually do something. And I think if you watch the game, it goes like that U-shaped thing. It goes from Saka to whoever's next to him, could be Zubamendi. Then it goes to Tiggy. Do you get? And usually, what then happens is it just goes around. And I think second half is when I really saw Trossard taking risks, whether it's between the legs and then passing it to, I think, was it Timber or someone that was standing, or like a bit more risky passes in terms of trying to find that space. Yeah. The first half, Trossard was allergic to passing to Eze. If you clock, Eze was at the edge of the box here, and he kept looking and not doing it, shimmying and that. So then I think you knew, innit, the minute you still felt like they were still in the game and not out of it, that could have happened. But then everyone would say, you know what, their defense is good enough. Arsenal's defense good enough. They've been really good in recent times. I can't say anything about the defense anyway. But for me, then the story goes. Then the thing goes to, okay, cool. Then what happens? So if you're not gonna score any set pieces, you can't kill a game because you did score your goals. But this is the thing, because the whole chat as well has been about the set piece. I think that's way too. People have taken it too far by just always saying that, but today was like an example where how many clear-cut chances are you going to create for you to finish? Because I think Marino, for the time that you do see him up front, he does a job, but like you've seen today, it's not always good enough. Because you see him in glimpses, right? You see him come off the bench, you see him do something, but when you need him to be your number 9, is he that guy to be your number 9? And then now you remember why you wanted Gyökeres in the first place.
Thanks. Yeah. So, I think we missed Gyökeres today, you know. Because he brings something that Marino doesn't. Like, he is decent in build-up play, unlike Marino. So, listen,
I think Marino's better than him in build-up. I think Gyökeres is probably just, he occupies the defenders really well. I think that he's dangerous in terms of, that he might make a run, he might do something. So they usually like to be around him all the time. But if you focus on Yasser is more on build up, is where a lot of us have kind of criticized him more. I think he has improved in terms of like the Burnley game and recently, but the whole thing about him having that heavy touch and blah blah blah, whatever he does, that came all from build up play. Do you get it?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, if I'm being honest, right, I see Marino more on the floor than in the box most of the time.
Yeah.
So like, and to be honest, like you were dick riding him at one stage, Marino.
Yo.
So like, you're not hiding from this as well.
You and me?
No,
Michael.
But only because of the goals. Only because of the goals,
bro.
Yeah, I think you're saying he's underrated.
As a squad player, I think he's good, but
yeah,
right now, like Yasser saying, you can see he cannot make the difference when Arsenal really need it. That's the problem.
Yeah, I agree. I just think right now he's more of like a Fellaini type. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
he's coming off the bench, and like he did against Newcastle at the start of the season, where he came on, and he can be lethal in the box because he can get his bonds to the ball, innit? But when he's starting games, like I just don't really rate him as highly as most of these do. And yes, he plays for, he plays well for Spain and he scores goals. I couldn't give a fuck about Spain. Like an international football is just a different breed to, the Premier League, where it's much quicker than international football. So, like, I don't pay attention to how he's doing for Spain. I don't even watch these international matches. So, like, for me, he's good enough to come off the bench. This guy from
you know what it is though. You know what it is though, Rory as well. Yeah, I think he plays with players that play similarly to him in Spain in terms of, how the Spanish players are. They're quite techy and they're good in that spaces, whatever. The players you have may not potentially be like that. So sometimes it doesn't always work, but when it works out. I think the other, like, a couple of weeks ago, he done that little flick to someone at wide. I don't know if it was Atletico or someone, and he kept the ball moving and he scored a goal from it. Like, it does work sometimes, innit? But I'm saying, when the pressure's on, this is the thing about Arsenal. We've always said, when the pressure's on, if everyone was saying building up to, is this going to be a Shaka dagger or this and that? Do you remember everyone was doing this before the game? And I think you're not really taking that first half that serious in terms of creating as much and taking your chances and stuff like that. Kind of put you in a position where when you did kind of take it forward in the second half, they still had enough energy to just see if they can see it out to the end.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? And switching off, I'm probably one of the. I've seen a picture earlier with a stat that we've been the most, like, leading errors to goals and all that. Your defense, I wouldn't have thought for them to make those kind of mistakes. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, at that moment in time, but anyone can do that. This is why the whole you're unbeatable and this and that. For me, it's not because you're Arsenal, but in general, I don't think any team's unbeatable. Do you get it? On your day, anyone can lose in the Premier League. So you just have to make sure you do your job, and if you kill it off early, you're good enough. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I think, listen, as a rival, fair enough, innit? We managed to see you lose a drawing and whatever, but you have to be careful about the upcoming games. I think if we're going to be honest, Tottenham is still a rivalry. I know they've been poor, whatever you want to call it. It's still, if you mess up, you know what I'm saying, you can easily go 10 man down due to head loss or anything like that, and then all of a sudden it's a tight game. And then you also have the Bayern Munich game. I've seen a lot of people disrespect Bayern Munich.
They do pray for Bayern.
No, forget the whole pray for Bayern. Like, they're saying we're going there easily. We're not conceding and blah. I'm thinking, no, you can't do that. But my thing's always been,
all I know is Kane's going to score. That's 100% going to happen.
You know what it is though?
He does have 0 wins at the Emirates though, so
he scores every time, like every single time.
That don't matter, Charlie. I'm saying you're not winning. No one cares that you're scoring. But
I'm talking about Bayern. Bayern will probably win.
Yeah, but you know what it is though? If I keep looking at it in terms of like the game coming up and that, I just feel like the reason why you're so good defensively is part of it because of how compact you are as a team. Do you get it, Rory? So like, you guys go straight into shape. As soon as you lose the ball, you're into shape. And look, of course, we're used to say, Burnley does it and all those other teams do it, but you guys have better quality. Do you get like the players you have are way better than those players? So obviously, it's going to be more difficult to break down an Arsenal. But what are you doing offensively? That's always been my thing, innit? Do you get it? If you could do, because you guys, with the team that you have, you can take more risks because your defense is better. So if you played like a higher line, whatever, you can still take more risks because you have a Gabriel or a Saliba or a Timber at right back. Do you get it? Whereas you guys are too cautious, in my opinion. For if you go to these other teams, you know Arteta better than me, innit? He would just go to like a Bayern and just say, "We'll sit back and see if we can hit you on the counter."
Oh yeah.
Or rubber set piece. And I feel like you guys are better than that. Do you get what I'm saying? So if it takes you to a league title, and be honest, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How it does it, I've never been one of them guys to say you need to play beautiful football to win a league title. But the most important thing is you want to make sure you get there. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, it's just like, although our defense has been outstanding this season, I would say we still have them bozo genes at the back. You know what I'm saying? We'll always have a lapse of concentration. You know what I'm saying? So that's what does concern me, that, you know, if these same mistakes that have been creeping in, I feel like these could be like reoccurring. You get what I'm saying? Like,
but you always be scared when you come back. I get, You
I mean, the thing that I found crazy was like everyone was saying that they're gonna break Chelsea's record. I feel like that's one where I just can't see that ever being beaten. To be honest,
me neither. It's not even me because I'm a Chelsea fan. I just don't like when I go back and see it. I don't know, for some reason I don't see it being broken.
I mean,
you can always believe
15 goals. 15 goals is like nobody's even come close, really.
You can always believe though. They had only three. Come on, they had only three. They had only 3 conceded right before this game.
Yeah, it was 3 conceded before this game in all competitions.
Now it's 5. So, if you told them before that it would have been 5 today, they would have said no.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair, but if it was still 3,
but I get that. Look, I'm one of them guys that thinks anything and everything can be. If people have done it before, it's always possible to break it. But I'm looking at this 15 goal conceded record, and I'm like, it's only 50. And every year you think about it, you look at your team and you think, I've already conceded 15. It's not even 10 weak goals. I've already conceded 15, and so we can't do it. But I think for Arsenal, I think the whole 15 goals conceded, like all these other things don't matter, bro. If they get to win the league, it doesn't matter whether hook by crook, whatever they call it. You just win the league. You've done it now. And then if you want to do a whole special version next season where you do 15 goals conceded, you can do that by then. Do you get it? Or if you want to if you want to get the gold one again, that's up to you. You get it? But right now, I think you just want to win that league title, innit? So I hear it, man. I hear it. You know what I'm saying? I just think the football has to improve. Like, that's the thing for me, because every time I watch Arsenal, you do manage to get the win, but certainly the whole sustainable talk, I think those are one of the buzzwords we've heard this season, innit? But for me, I don't want to be that guy who just comes up and just says sustainable this, sustainable that. I just keep watching, I'm thinking, maybe, okay, look at Haaland, for example, yeah? We know that he's being fed as a striker. Right? We can see maybe 4 or 5 times. Bro, I've seen his record the other day. Apparently, he had 25 shots on target, 13 goals this season, bro. And he, like, bro, that's like a 10 XG or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy, man.
He has a crazy number. But the point I'm making is, when you watch City, for example, the managers changed the system or adapted his system in Pep to make sure that his main man gets all the goals, right? That he gets fed the most. We're going to play to suit him because we know he's very good on the counter, and now he has Cherky and people like that providing the, you know what I'm saying, creating for him. If you look at that was one of my things when me and Rory and all these people used to talk in the summer about the transfer window and the whole Sesko thing, Yasser, whatever. You had to change your system to get the best out of him. So what we've seen in the beginning of the season till now is someone who's just there, but you guys are not necessarily playing to the best of his Like you can't tell me he's getting 5 chances a game and he's missing all of them. And that's
Fair.
why he's scoring. Do you get it? It's more
Yeah, I
like
mean, every chance he's had on a play, he's pretty much finished them.
he's finished him unless he had like a
Yeah,
Newcastle.
apart from the Fulham game, maybe, where he had that chance where he blazed it over, and then the Leeds game where he had the opportunity.
But he's having one of those where he's like, he might miss one big chance a game. Not really well, like a chance a game. You'll see him miss things and you think, oh, we could have scored there. But besides that, it's like he's just there running, fighting the defenders, keeping them off and doing whatever he does, which is fine for a striker.
Yeah.
But we knew that he was good on the counter. So why not, if you are going to play in a defensive way, get him to be that threat on in behind? So great, do that. But we're not seeing that. And I think that's where people are saying take more risks. Maybe an Eze would have helped.
That was the same though with Haaland at Man City at first. Because now
then he done the mad thing. Even
like that's
Yeah.
no, but despite him not being fed, he was still doing a madness. So it's a bit different, right? Because he had like KDB hitting his head with a sat-nav.
Exactly.
It's different. But I think it still matters in terms of the way you guys kind of play going forward. You have to take a little bit more risks. And even if you play to a way that suits Gyökeres more, it might help you. Do you know what I mean? That's when you start seeing him get the goals that you were thinking he was going to get when he first came in. Do you get it? So that's just my...
I was thinking, like, how many teams have necessarily played decent, like, not in terms of, like, their performances, but decent football, if you get what I'm saying. Like,
to be fair, I agree actually, because I look at this season has probably been the most, like, in terms of style of football, this has been like the dullest season I've ever seen. Because everyone, I've noticed now everybody's doing long throws, everybody's everyone's trying to do the set piece
thing as well. Like in the first half, right, apart from the chance we had from Saliba, all I was watching was us dashing balls from long throw-ins when we've never scored from a long throw-in, from what I can remember, and they had pretty much their whole team in the penalty box. Yeah. I'm like, what are we doing here? Like, if you want to do that shit, then I don't know, sign Kyoto or something at Brentford. If we got Kyoto, then
Thomas Frank,
we would score every single one. But when you don't have anyone to launch a bloody throw-in into the box, then what's the point doing it? We may be set piece FC, but it don't mean you try every set piece in the book, long throw-ins, free kicks, corners.
I feel like Rory. I feel like every team is doing
set piece
it.
FC,
Apart from City, I feel like every team's like trying to do this whole like set piece, long throws. It's just become like a bigger thing this season.
But the thing is, right, Man City rely on Haaland like very often. This is what I'm saying. I mean, you could argue Arsenal's set pieces are Arsenal's Haaland, if that makes sense. Because we scored like 11, 12, 13 set pieces this season. Damn. Haaland scored roughly the same amount himself. Mm-hmm. And obviously, Man City, they've, apart from Haaland, they don't have anyone who scored more than one goal, apart from that Burnley centre-back who scored 2 own goals in one game. So...
You know what is with the set pieces? Sorry,
Michael, one sec. Yeah. I hear that, but I'm saying if your main man's bagging the goals, then it is what it is. But then they also have Marmoush coming back. At the time, they had Foden's in good form. They have Cherky coming back. I know they're not necessarily getting goals from the wings. I get that, but I'm like, it's not looking like there's a problem. Because it's not really a problem if your main man's bagging. I don't see that as a problem. I know your goals can go away, but then we've known that City can also play well in the false 9 system. So even if Marmoush ends up going to AFCON, they can play Foden in the 9, which they've done before, or KDB in the 9. So it's one of those that so far we don't really know if it's not going to work. You know what I'm saying? But they've done it before. So like we might be like, maybe we can see it again in that way. But we'll see though. We'll see.
Yeah, but you know what's with the set pieces? I don't mind them, but it shouldn't be your only weapon. It should be an extra weapon, in my opinion.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you're relying on set pieces, then you're not going to get anywhere.
I think it's important. Yeah, it's important to have it, but it can't be your whole identity. Sort of.
Yeah, like if you're scoring goals from open play and scoring from set pieces, then obviously I don't have a problem with it. But like if you have no other way of playing, similar to last season with Arsenal, right? We had no other way of playing apart from set pieces. I couldn't figure out what our style of play was last season. To be honest, I don't really understand ours this season, but the only difference being is the fact we're getting results as well as actually scoring from open play more often than we have been. But yeah, like I don't understand the whole like set piece hate, to be honest with you. This like
Yeah.
You know what it is? I don't think it's hate. I think some Arsenal fans are not understanding that we're trying to say it can't be your only weapon, because they feel like we're shitting on them by saying that. Oh, you're not going to do it. But then again, if you remember Rory last season, you tried the whole set piece thing. Do you remember? It was that and the dark arts where you throwing the ball away and that. Do you remember? And it didn't work.
That as well. That's my personal favorite.
I remember when like Bright and Ethan got a yellow on that, whatever, for delaying the. Remember, you were taking long to take corners and stuff like that. So that showed that last season that didn't work. So when you bought Gyökeres, we thought maybe this is the time they might going to be doing a bit more. But that's what they don't understand. They just think that we're just saying because we can't score set pieces, we're hating because you guys are doing it. I'm like, no. It's imagine if you can score from open play and you're dangerous on set pieces. You have a double weapon. Does that make sense? It's a double thing, not necessarily one. But do you want to give yourself the best opportunity to run away with the league? Do you get what I'm saying? Whether it's set pieces, whether it's open play, it doesn't matter. As much as if you can score as many goals as you can, get through the games and be more comfortable, then you have that defense that you can, rely on. And then maybe you can do the whole sitting through a one game, like seeing out a 1-0 lead against the bigger teams. Does that make sense? Where it's a bit more challenging. You can sit out a 1-0 lead. There's no point taking a risk in Sunderland sitting back. Because I don't know why he went to a back five, because that just meant you're going to invite pressure. We all knew that.
Back five with 5 centre-backs, not even like...
Yeah,
and he did that like in the 91st minute. So, like, I don't get it. And he still conceded from a cross. So...
but this is the thing, Rory. If you sit back, that automatically means you're willing to invite pressure. But that also means you might concede a couple of chances. You just have to hopefully get through it. But that's you're taking a gamble at that point. To get it, because someone can get tackled, you might press someone, you might give away a free kick, you might give away a penalty, you never know, innit? It gets a little bit too risky. So yeah. I don't know. Look, the first, what was it? It's not really, you've dropped points in it, but it's not necessarily the you've been playing well in recent times, so you can say it's a hiccup, but we'll see what happens in the upcoming games, innit? Because they're not necessarily easy games.
Oh yeah, we got to beat Tottenham after the international break. Like if you then go to Tottenham, then that's it's curtains, because if City, I don't even know who they have in their next game, but let's say we don't beat Tottenham, and then I don't know.
Look at this, guys.
Yeah, Chelsea have got us in these.
Right, listen, you're definitely dropping points against us, mate. You know?
to be fair, right after that. After Arsenal, Tottenham, and then Chelsea, Bayern Munich in between, our fixtures aren't even looking that bad. Like Brentford should be 3 points at home. Villa will be a tough game.
Look at the congestion though. Like, so we had the game on the weekend. Then you guys, I think we're both playing on a Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken, or we could be playing on a Tuesday. We're playing Barcelona. You guys are playing Bayern. I think it could be on the same day.
Yeah.
But it could be Sunday we're playing each other. A couple of days later. That week's going to be important. Hopefully no injuries and that. So we can actually have our best teams and see an actual game. And that's what I really want to see. Because in the past,
we'll get injuries though, to be fair.
I think last time when you beat us like the 5-0 or something, or whatever it was, 5-1, that was like... Bro, we had Alfie Gilchrist at right back, and I'm not trying to see that again, bro.
Oh my days! Who else did you have in that back for?
Brentford, they're gonna, people have learned about Brentford, because remember we dropped points against Brentford, and then Liverpool did the long throws on that 8:30. the lights in your eyes, it's not easy.
The lights in your
Bro, you know what it is? I'm telling you, yeah. There's a reason I'm saying it, bro. It's the same way. You see how we sit here and do the whole content thing and the lights in your eye? You can't look up, yeah. Every time they do the long throws, you're looking up, bro, and the floodlights in your eyes. It doesn't work. So you got that one, and then Villa, they're not that easy. Obviously, Club Brugge, they gave trouble to Barcelona, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I think you guys can get past them. But in terms of like, other than that, Villa in a good run, and Villa also in a good run.
Yeah,
You
the
guys
thing
are.
with Brentford, like you look at their home form. Like if it was away at Brentford, then I'd probably be worried. But I look at their away form; it's not really that great compared to their home form. So
Yeah.
Fair.
But Villa at home is your problem, though. Innit? You don't have that.
yeah,
little
that'll be
goal.
a problem.
Oh,
Emery, you know what I'm
Emery
saying?
Derby.
Oh yeah, Unai.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
actually know.
Derby.
I couldn't remember if we beat them last season at their ground. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did 2-0.
Yeah.
I've forgotten about them because
I wish I
we played
could
them top season.
remember when we won a game and won. I don't usually remember those.
Yeah. Before I want to move on, let's read out some comments I didn't discuss with you yet. All right, let's go back. Where is it? Oh, do you have to go now, Charlie?
Yeah, I have to bounce.
Okay, no problem. Big up for the
Yeah, big up the panel, big up the chat. Thanks for having me on, Michael.
No problem, bro.
Whenever you want me to come back, if I'm free, I'll definitely hop on. So
yeah, subscribe on this channel, guys. Speak to you soon, bro.
Big up, Michael, big up everyone. Take care, guys.
Take care, man. All right, let's remove this. Wow. Okay. Can you take Pasveer? Aren't you looking for a keeper? Yes.
Isn't Pasveer that 40-year-old, 43-year-old goalkeeper? Nah, I'm good, man. I'm good. I got Baldy, bro.
How old is he now? He must be like 40, bro.
41, I think.
41.
40 or 40. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Let me see. Oh, there was another question, I think.
Man, skip past all the Liam comments.
No. Arteta is the king of it. Corner FC and Park the Bus. I never watched an interesting Arsenal game this season. I think the game against Atletico Madrid was a good one, to be honest.
Like second half, like we dominated them because they came at us. This is why everyone parks the bus against us, because like whenever teams come at us, that suits our game more because we'll just batter every team if they would.
Yasser, thank you for taking Garnacho. Much love. Damn. Let's see.
He performed well today, innit? So
yeah, 2 assists.
Even I can't get onto him. Do you know what I'm saying? But you know me, I like to laugh at him and all that. But not today. I can't do it today. But if I'm talking about the whole, you know how people say like people sit back against Arsenal and that, but we do. Everyone, all the top 4 teams, you can say top 5 teams. People say like Rory, all the top 5 teams, whatever, have to face this low block thing. So it's one of those where it kind of you have to just be able to break them down. We've had struggles with breaking it down. Do you get it? So you have to find a way, and I think you guys found a way against City with Eze doing the whole ball over the top thing.
Yeah,
so you have to take risks in it. So the whole sideways passing and that doesn't work. We try it doesn't work, bro. Do you know what I mean? It just doesn't work. So I'm in the last deal.
But yeah, all right. Let's move on to the Chelsea game. You guys won 3-0. Let's. Before we're gonna talk about the game, was you happy with the lineup?
I'm used to the lineup now, and I'm happy with the back line because that's what I wanted to see in terms of the Fofana and Chalaba. I think those are the ones that showed that's what I think Fofana is one of our best. It's probably our best centre back, to be fair. His only issue's been staying fit. Um, Chalobah with Tosin or anyone else doesn't really work. I think Chalobah only like you can only have one of the other. Innit? So our best two centre back pairing is Cole and Fofana, but we've never been able to have them consistently because either Fofana was injured and now Fofana's back. Cole is not here. Do you get it? So we had to
Oh
end up playing
shit.
our second string. So it doesn't work. We've seen that it doesn't work. Um, we now play. We've finally found something that slightly works better, which is the Fofana and Chalobah one. Fullback, we knew that Gusto was going to play because Reece James played against Karabakh. Cucurella's normal, midfield is normal, and I think the manager's going with the whole Neto and Garnacho on the wings because they work hard off the ball. You know what I'm saying? But I used to call them defensive wingers, you know. But we just need more attacking. We just need them to do more attacking because Neto's issues just you watched the game. I think Mark. Have you watched the game, the Chelsea one?
No, I was watching. Hold up, you played 9 p.m. right? Or 8
Yes.
p.m. UK time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I was watching the Milan game against Parma.
Okay, okay, okay. So I think the Neto is just he loves cutting in, but he has this thing where, bro, we your excuse last season was you didn't have a target man. We now have the lap in the box. Make use of it, innit? So his attacking wise, he wasn't that good. That first half, we weren't bad. We just didn't do enough to win the game, even though we had good opportunities. I think Enzo took a corner that was going in straight from the corner, but someone cleared off the line. Garnacho had literally an easy chance, ball over the top in the first minute that hit straight at the goalkeeper. Like then we had a couple opportunities to score. But it's the second half really where we came to light in it. But they actually, bro, they just sat back, bro. They had a number 7 in DM. I don't know who plays that number
What?
in DM, but they were
What?
defending. Obviously, haven't really assigned that Middlesbrough manager yet. I think they may have prepared it, but he's not ready to come in today, innit?
Oh, you mean Andre, the Brazilian?
Yeah, I think yeah, it might be him. I don't know, bro. But I don't know who gives DM number 7. I don't remember who it was, but either way, it was for me. Second half is when we came to light. We attacked them more. Garnacho done better. I think the first goal was what? The first goal was the Garnacho cross to Gusto. He scored, and then obviously João Pedro scored, and then our last goal. The João Pedro one was literally Esteval came off the bench within 1 minute assisted João Pedro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, damn.
Yeah, yeah, literally 1 minute in, he's assisted João Pedro, and then at that point they started kind of opening up a bit more, seeing if they can get a result, a goal, and we managed to get in behind with Garnacho again. Enzo played a deeper role in that second half, and he was sourcing, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was sourcing. He just
Damn.
threw ball to Garnacho and he crossed it in, easy. I think Pedro Neto managed to get to that one. So yeah, man, it was a good game. Our defense was good. Our midfield was good, second half especially. And then after that goal, we just brought everyone else on the pitch. You know what I'm saying? We just
Was
brought
there was there any player in your opinion who was not playing as the how
not
you can
playing
play
well.
normally? Yeah, not playing well, like the level he normally get is playing at.
No, I think to be honest, I think the whole team done all right. I think in the second
Okay,
half, I
fair.
think the first half, no. I think you could probably say Dala, but then you can see sometimes that's what happens to strikers, isn't it? Where if you don't really get service, you just end up looking like a wrestler, and then you just get taken off. You know, because to be
Yeah.
honest, in the second half, when they opened up, when there was a bit more space in the back, and they kind of started pushing forward a little bit more, Pedro Neto found space in behind, and I think um, the lap would have also benefited from that. But I think at the same time, him being taken off is fine. Do you know what I mean? I don't have a problem because we scored goals from that as well. So it's sometimes it doesn't
Yeah.
work because they had like 5 in the back. So one striker dealing with like a 5 in the back, he's just lost unless the ball falls on his head, innit? So it just is what it is, man. For me,
Fair, fair. Let's see. Captain Gummy was saying, "Oh yeah, he was saying, Michael, they took out of us, and didn't even play him. I was saying he was bad in his last game, right? I saw a lot of criticism after his game, so
I wanted a refund, Michael. You know what I'm saying?
That's not my dude.
No,
is
no,
he
no, no.
that bad?
No. Hato's my guy, innit? Hato's my guy. But I think if I'm gonna be honest, I think the last game, you know what Hato does, Michael. He does this thing where when his face is towards his own goal, he tries to let the ball go, and
I
then he wants
know.
to kind of go towards the other side, and he kind of slipped. That's when they scored the first goal, and then the second goal, he was a handball. He gave away a handball, so he conceded 2 goals against Karabakh. And then, in my opinion, I think our attack, we didn't capitalize on scoring the goals in it to compensate for the mistakes we made. So sometimes you get bailed out by your attack when your defenders make mistakes. We weren't really good in that attack, in my opinion. So
Okay,
I'm not
fair.
really getting onto. I know that he was poor, and the numbers, yo. If they show you the numbers for Hato in that game, he got this
Oi.
X amount of times, and he just sometimes doesn't work out. So he's played really well in other games, but the reason he played left centre back in that game is because we didn't get a left centre back so that he can play left back. So that's not really his fault. Do you know what I'm saying? But listen, you live and you learn. Do you know what I'm saying? You live and you learn.
Fair.
Yeah. By the way, do you see Hato as a left back more than you do as a centre back, or
Yeah,
because
but
I think if we would have got him, then
yeah, he's a bit more. He's a bit more like he's Cucurella's backup for us, and that's what we see him at Chelsea. He's
but
Cucurella.
hasn't he played at centre back more than left back?
Yeah, but Michael knows, innit? They used to call him the left-footed timber. They do the same thing.
Yeah. In my opinion, he's also better as a left back than as a center back because he's sometimes making mistakes and stuff like that. You can also watch back when he played, I think, against Spain with the national team of the Netherlands, and he was playing really bad in that game as well. And I
Mhm.
think it was on center back as well.
Yeah,
if I'm
but
not wrong.
hasn't he played more at centre back than left back at Chelsea?
Yeah, he
Oh
has.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but that's just because we don't. Our left centre back situation's a bit whatever, innit? Because obviously, Badi still played really well when he came back from injury against Liverpool, but then got injured in that game, which is why he saw Hato and Achampong play. Then he obviously Badi shows out till December, I think. So if we're gonna end up trying to rotate anyone, it's gonna try and give whoever plays left centre back a bit of rest in it. So I think, yeah, man, we needed, bro. I've been screaming for a right centre back for time, not thinking that we might lose our left centre back. But it's just one of those situations, man. It's just one of those situations. Rory, if Arteta voting for the Puskas award, it'll be the Lex goal. What? Okay, I get it. But I would have said, because you know what it is? I would have said, why not Van de Ven? Because he's a centre back too. But then I realized it's a set piece and it's centre back.
Yeah.
I get it now. But
But we've had
fair,
too many
fair.
of them, so like, why would you only single Delict's goal?
I don't know,
No.
bro.
you don't get it. No, no, you don't get it. But I get it.
Yeah, I do as well, but it doesn't really make sense at the same time.
All right. Let's look at the next games of Chelsea. Let's share the screen.
We're playing Burnley.
Yeah, Burnley after the international break, then Barcelona, Arsenal, Leeds, Bournemouth. Okay, and Atalanta.
I just want,
Yeah.
to be honest though, Michael, I just want to play Ajax every week, man. You know,
Shut up.
I enjoyed that one. Man.
Yeah. We will be back. No worries. We will be back.
I
Eventually,
seen
we
you
will.
the hate
Come.
watch on final the other day. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I mean?
No, to be honest, I was not hate watching. I was actually a bit annoyed that they lost again because it's not good for the points, because the Premier League teams, La Liga teams, Bundesliga teams, they don't really care about it. But for us, it's important.
Oh, you're talking about the what's it called again, Rory? That fifth
In,
position is based on what is it?
in Dutch, it's called coefficient punten.
Oh, coefficient. That's it. Because I know
Yeah.
Dutch. This is a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wants the points for the coefficient. I get it.
Yeah, and bro, they could have easily at least get a draw, and they lost a game in the last 10 minutes. So no, I was not really hating on the Feyenoord.
No, but I get it, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay, was the PSV game against Napoli? Was that hate watch?
No.
Okay, he just lost all the teams. I get it, man. He's just put his league. That's fine.
No. Look, they can reach the final, but then they have to lose. That's how I'm thinking. I'm not really if they of course lose like 6-0 or something, I'm gonna throw them, but it's important for the points as well, because otherwise if you win the league, for example, maybe eventually we'll win the league again in a couple of years. Then we have to play playoffs to even qualify for the Champions League. I don't want that, to be honest.
You don't want the Champions League?
No,
I don't want to qualify to.
You don't want to qualify for the Champions League?
No, to play the qualifiers.
Oh, because remember, you know what it is, Michael. Yeah, go to Google and pull up the Eredivisie table. I'm not trolling.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
No, go to Google.
Oh, you want to explain how
he's
to
going to
play?
weasel himself out of this. I know for a fact.
No, I think
He's
Michael
gonna
knows.
look at that Eredivisie
You'll
table.
get it when
No.
you'll get it when I show it.
1 sec.
Let's see the table. Okay.
Yeah, you can see Champions League, playoffs, Champions League, Europa League, and these 4 teams are gonna play playoffs to qualify for the playoffs of the Conference League. And
You get it?
Oh, it's top 3 then.
bro. That's why I'm saying.
It's top 2, and the third has to do a playoff game to get in.
That's what. And
this is what I'm trying to show you. Yeah.
If we drop down more, the league winner is gonna only get a place for the qualification of the Champions League. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I don't want.
So this is the thing, Rory. They don't have a top 4 like us, and then the 5th one gets Europa. This is what I'm trying to say to you. Only the top 2 get automatic. So it's a bit more difficult. You have to be performing well to get into that Champions League. Whereas everyone just thinks everyone in top 4 just gets their little Champions League spot. So we kind of have it easy, where sometimes we have bad seasons and we still get in. You know?
Yeah.
You see, this is what I wanted to bring it on, because I thought, because this is what I was thinking. Yo, Mark, I'm not trolling about Ajax, because you only
bro, I've seen this table every day, so
I don't look at the table. It's only today someone told me Chelsea's 8th.
Oh, really?
Chelsea's 2nd. I was like, all right, cool. You know, I've been so poor, but still 2nd. This is what I'm saying, bro. You just have to be calm.
I don't even know where you lot were before today.
Bro, I don't look at the table. If it weren't on, I was on Jimmy's stream, and someone told us, "You'll be hitting 2nd if we win." I was like, yeah, this is not looking good. Because the minute we have somewhere to aim at, our team does a madness. Last season it was like, if you beat Everton.
Hold up. After 11 games, Arsenal are 26 points. Chelsea are 20 points. 6 points. Are Chelsea in a title race, Yasser?
For God's sake.
Listen, we need to win. If we beat Arsenal, I might come with that chest. But right now, I think for me, I haven't seen enough consistency from my team yet to come here and say we're gonna win the league. And yes, I know that I was thinking I was gonna win the league in the summer. Well, I didn't say that. I said we'll challenge. But I think for me, once the transfer window closed, I think that's when I realized, we might not be up there innit, for me, because when it came to the way I was looking at it was like, okay, Liverpool look the most likely to win the league, yeah. Then I said Arsenal, if they really get the best out of the team that they have for the players, I can see them like being a problem. But at the time I wasn't seeing it. I was like, nah, I think Arteta's gonna just stick to his old stuff. Yeah, we might get.
What are Chelsea's expectations this season, bro? Because I'm telling you, like, is it a title race? Is it winning one of the domestic competitions? I don't even know like what your expectations are, to be fair, bro.
Mine, like Chelsea.
Yeah, your expectations, but also like Chelsea's expectations in general? Like, is it
Like I don't know, because my expectations always been, look, last season is win a trophy and then get me top 4 and it just to be in that, and then I can start moving upwards. Yeah, this season we were supposed to challenge or be in the race for as long as we can, and then if we see an opportunity, you get it. See if you can go win the title, innit? But you have to be in that race at least till like February, March. You get it, like that kind of thing. And winning like a domestic or two, whatever, like, and then see if you can go far in the Champions League. I think that's more my thing. Like I'm not trying to, like, bro. What is it? Quarterfinals of Carabao Cup. Like we have Cardiff, and then we might end up seeing each other in the semi-finals.
Let's go.
So like, like, this is what I'm saying. I think around that December period, we have like 3 games and no, not 3 games. I think it's 4 games in 8 days. Is it not?
Yeah, it's probably
right. No, Everton, and then 2 days after it's Crystal Palace. I'm getting confused between Crystal Palace and Arsenal.
Yeah, I think that's Christmas Eve, innit? They moved it because they have another game coming up, so they moved your game, I think. So something like that. But man, I think there's a lot of games, and I think that's when you might see a separation in the table. Like in terms of if you manage to win all your games, you might fly up, and some of us will be left behind if we lose some of those games because you gather point quite quickly, innit? Over the long couple of weeks. So I think that's going to be a very important period. But I think for us, if we can get some of the players that we're missing in terms of in the transfer window, the things that we didn't actually sign that we needed, you know what I'm saying, we were starving for. And obviously we have been through the period up to now, obviously with the whole Dalap guy out injured from the Fulham game and not having seen Palmer for most of the season. You know what I'm saying? So if he can come back and help us, I do see us go back to that level again, where what you've seen from last season. But I don't know, man. I'm annoyed, innit? I'm annoyed because I don't like going into a season unprepared. You know what I mean? Especially because what we won and the way we were playing up to get in there, for me was like, this is the perfect time to build on it. Do you get what I'm saying? Instead of wasting a year and then wasting the money on a Garnacho when you didn't need a left winger. You needed a centre back more, especially when that guy was injured. What's his name? When we found out Cole got injured, go get a left centre back then. Do you know what I mean? So those things, innit? But yeah, man, we'll see about that. I'm not buying no Ajax centre back unless it's that. Who's the Ajax centre back that I like? Who's the boss? What's that guy?
Bas, Yuri Bas.
Yeah, Bas. Just get Bas. Maybe Bas.
No, bro. In the last few games, he's not playing really good.
Keep it.
Take out the B in your soul.
No, we can say we can make jokes. High tech attacks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe.
But who's your new manager? Is it announced or you still have?
No, we're still looking for a new manager. I think we will get one in the next few weeks.
Next few weeks.
Yeah. Because the interim was assistant of Heitinga is gonna take care of the game tomorrow.
Yeah.
And after that, they already talk with Ten Hag and a couple other people, so they're gonna figure out who's
going to be. But it shouldn't take you a few weeks to just get a manager in.
Someone told me
like a week minimum.
What's his name? Do you guys know Steve?
Who?
Strasbourg Street.
Yeah.
You know him, yeah? Okay, yeah. So he said, that he thinks the Bodo Glimt manager suits you guys.
He's also on the list.
Yeah, he said he's the best option for you, man, because he watches a lot of football from all the leagues. He was like,
I think the one of Girona's interesting as well. The one from Rayo Vallecano. There are a lot of managers right now linked to Ajax, but I mean, like, let me say it like this. I think before the international break is over, we will have a new manager. That's my expectation.
Oh yeah, you have the international break as well. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
A bit more time.
Are you taking Ten Hag, by the way, Michael?
He's not my first choice because I was a fan of him in the last
Michael
year.
Doesn't go back to
that also, and what he did with United, his first season was okay, but after that, and also he he got fired after 2 games.
Southgate.
He got fired after 2 games in.
Let me ask you as well, Michael. Yeah, what's your thoughts on Henderson? Do you like Henderson?
Bro, Henderson was really good for us.
Oh yeah, so you might like Southgate then, bro. Yeah.
Look, I know this works for the Premier League clubs, but I think some of you are forgetting what for club Ajax is, because we don't want to hire foreign people, because the Ajax people in the direction think like,
The
yeah,
Dutch football.
why should we listen to an English guy or a Spanish guy and explain to us how we play football? We are Ajax, we know how we need to play football. So
Yeah.
usually they only looking for Dutch managers. So yeah, Southgate was never on the list. Graham Potter was linked to Ajax a couple times, but I think he's right now somewhere
He's
else.
the
I'm not sure.
Swedish manager. No.
Oh yeah, Swedish manager.
I'm telling you from experience. Don't get Graham Potter, bro.
Yeah.
Ronald Koeman, maybe?
No. He shit.
Ronald Koeman is the international.
Is he managing the national team, or is it?
Yeah, and that's why we not. And that's why we. That's why we not gonna win anything.
No, but Michael, when he first came in to the national team,
before he went to Barcelona.
Yeah, when we went to the final of, I think we were sourcing, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then the idiot, he didn't understand that the grass is not green on the other side. Don't go Barca. I was saying don't go Barca. The idiot went to Barca, came back a broken man. I don't know what he's doing now as the manager. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he's doing. But I think for Ajax, bro, obviously I know a bit more about Ajax, and I think the Dutch thing is all about, they want to play their total football, and especially the Ajax way and stuff like that. So they want the manager to be able to adapt to that. And I think you guys kind of seen it with the Farioli thing when he was there.
Oh, yeah.
So it's one of those where you just need to make sure you get the right manager in, because this situation can't keep going, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? It can't keep going. So
eventually we will. No problem. I believe.
You believe?
But yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yes, I believe.
All right, guys. I want to quickly look at the other results of today, and then do a quick prediction for the games of tomorrow. Then we're gonna close it off. All right. Let's share the screen. Everton won 2-0 against Fulham. Yeah. How do you guys look at that result? Was it expected for you guys, or is it a bit of a shock?
Pretty much. I mean, Fulham have been quite underwhelming this season, haven't they? So
yeah,
I expected Everton to win that game.
Fair. Yeah, me as well. What do you think, Yasser?
Fulham. They've been really up and down. I think Marco Silva, I think I don't know what he's trying to do this season. It's almost like he's trying to sabotage it and then end up going to like Forest or something. I'm saying that's the weird feeling. Like he's just trying to dip, because bro, how do you fall off like that? But there's always a team that used to be alright that ends up falling off in the season. So it's a weird one. But Everton looked good. So I didn't really watch that game because I'm pretty sure it was on when Tottenham was playing or afterwards. I don't remember, but I
think after
the notifications I saw. What else is next? The West Ham one.
Yeah, and West Ham won back-to-back games, right? Because they won against Newcastle as well.
Nice, he's happy.
Oh yeah, he's flying right now.
Oh yeah. They're protesting before the game, and then they're going to get dobbies. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, did they protest for the game before?
Oh yeah, they've been protesting recently. Yeah.
Okay.
They won that.
I don't want to really talk about Ajax, but I have to say this, guys.
Mm-hmm.
West Ham won back-to-back games before Ajax in this season. Ajax has won back-to-back. Yes.
That's crazy.
West Ham won back-to-back games before Ajax. Oh,
yo, Pete, bro.
Yeah, but all right. Let's do prediction for the games of tomorrow. Let's start with Aston Villa against Bournemouth. I'm gonna say Bournemouth win. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think Bournemouth will win, to be fair. Do I have to predict the score or just...
No, only
I think Bournemouth will win that, to be fair.
What do you think, Yasser?
Which game?
Aston Villa, Bournemouth.
That's I don't know, man. That looks like a good game still. But then again, Villa attacking wise hasn't been that good in terms of like if you look at Watkins, he's been off form. The other striker, I don't know what he was doing against. I think it was Go Ahead Eagles. Is that what they played? Was it Go Ahead Eagles, Michael?
yeah.
He couldn't finish
Oh my
either
days.
chances. So like the front in terms of striking wise, I don't know what's going on. Midfield, their midfield's quite strong, and he's been playing really well. The defense been playing well. So I don't know, but Bournemouth have also been playing well in terms of they've been able to carry on what they were doing last season, even though they lost Zabani, Kirkaz, you know what I'm saying? Essentially almost the whole back line at that point. But yeah, man, we'll see. That looks like a quite interesting game. It's very difficult to predict that one, to be fair, because I think they're both quite good levels, but I think that would be a good game.
Okay, let's go to the next one. Brentford, Newcastle. I'm going to say a draw. What do you think, Rory?
I'm actually going to say Brentford will win that, to be fair. I just think their home record has been really impressive so far this season, if I'm being honest. So, and I think with Newcastle, I look at their Premier League form and I'm like, again, they're looking very underwhelming in comparison to the Champions League. And
yeah, they're inconsistent.
Yeah, so I think Brentford will win that, to be fair.
Okay, what do you think, Yasser?
I think Newcastle, bro.
Okay, fair.
I think Newcastle have been on a bad run, and I think it's time for them to start winning, innit? So
yeah, fair.
I think that.
Let's look to the next one. Crystal Palace against Brighton. I'm gonna say Palace.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Palace as well, to be fair.
Yeah, I'm saying Palace as well. Even though this would be a really good football game. Both teams are a bit more possession and one like you get it in Mateta. Like if you look at the players and that, I think they that could be a good game as well to watch.
Fair. All right, and Forest Leeds. I'm gonna say a draw.
That's a 0-0 draw, bro.
That's a northern derby. You know what I'm saying? That's the northern
Stinkfest. And then the big game. City, Liverpool. I'm gonna say Liverpool, man. 2-1 Liverpool.
I'm actually gonna say Liverpool as well.
Yeah,
but of course, he said Liverpool.
Liverpool.
No, I'm saying City. You know what I'm saying? I need my blue brother to get a dub.
Blue brother, what?
Yeah, man, they're my blue brothers, bro. Let me get a dub, bro. Yeah.
All right. Okay, let's remove this. Yeah, before I'm gonna end the stream, Rory, tell the viewers what they can expect on your channel in the next upcoming days.
Well, to be fair, it's the international break, isn't it? So I'm not entirely sure. I might drop another quiz like I did last international break. So that might be coming, and I might be doing a video tomorrow because Josh has actually sent me something on the group chat that I want to touch on. So yeah, I appreciate you having me on, bro. By the way,
no problem. Thanks for being here. Yes, sir. Yeah, tell the viewers if you have anything planned or scheduled.
Yeah, I think my match reaction for the game's out. And tomorrow I'm gonna think around 1:30 UK time. Around that time, I should be live for a bit. Do the usual football. What's it called? Football chat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll do that show for a bit. So yeah, man. We'll see what else comes up. But then you got the international break and all that, you know what I'm saying? So, but there'll be, I think, international break, I'm going to be quite busy. I'm going to, you know what I'm saying, bring more people on the channel and stuff like that. So, we'll see, man.
If you need me, holla at me, bro.
Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll get, even you, Rory, mate. You know what I'm saying? I have to talk to you.
Let's get it on,
so, you know what I'm saying? I'll let you guys know anyway. I still need to kind of plan everything, but I'll let you guys know.
Yeah. Rory reacts to set pieces, question mark.
Do you want to see a video of your reaction?
There's no point, bro.
Imagine if he just goes, "This one's a 3 out of 10." Next.
Oh, that would be funny though. But, all right, guys. I will be live tomorrow on the main channel for 3 watch-alongs. First Ajax away at Utrecht, then AZ PSV, good game, and then Feyenoord away against Goat Eagles. I will be live for some international friendlies and qualification games in the next 2 weeks on this channel. For the Nanas, of course, I will be on the main channel, and Matchday Rewind won't be there next week because, of course, there are no league games. But after the international break, we will be back again. Thanks again for Yasser, Charlie, and Rory for joining. Yeah, smash the likes, guys. Subscribe on the channel. Also, the other guys' channels is in the description. And speak to you soon. Take care.